Hi brothers and sisters. In this video I'm going to talk about a few things, but the first thing is going to be an experience that I had. I mean, it was exciting, but it wasn't anything too big, but it just made me think. I was in my room and the TV was on mute, but I just happened to look over at the time when at the bottom right hand in the corner there was a date, and it said 12/22/13, and it made me think of the rapture. And it's not because I'm trying to set a date or anything, but because of the 12/22. I see that number all the time, and if you see that number all the time too, I think you should be happy about it, because I look at in the Bible, Revelation chapter 22 verse 12. So there you got the 12/22. It's just reversed. And I want to read to you what it says. Again, it's Revelation 22:12. It says, "Behold, I am coming soon. My reward is with me, and I will give to everyone according to what he has done." Yeah, so every time I see that number, I think of it as Jesus saying he's coming soon. So, yeah, and then, so we got 12/22/13. The reason that 13 is significant is because a lot of people, including myself, a lot of people feel that the rapture is probably going to be this year, because, I mean, the dominoes of prophecy are just falling over mighty fast. So I think when the rapture does happen, the world's going to be pretty whirlwinded because of all this stuff already happening, and then a whole bunch of people are just going to vanish off the planet. Okay, so, yeah. I basically just looked at that as, ooh, Jesus is coming soon, maybe in the year of 2013. So that was just one thing that I looked at. And then another thing that happened, I had a dream yesterday that I kind of remembered. And it's just interesting because I usually never ever remember my dreams, but this time I did. So I had a dream where I was with a bunch of people and we were kind of in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, there was a part where, you know how when it gets dark and the sky is pretty much black or dark blue, but it's really, really dark unless there's a few stars or something out. So that's how it was, and I just looked up, and out of nowhere I just looked up and there was a door in the sky. There was a small door, but it was a brown door, and it was partially open, and I saw some stairs behind it, and it kind of freaked me out because the whole sky is just like totally dark, and I might have looked around and said, "Hey, do you see that door?" Probably didn't see the door. So I just looked down and I was just going about whatever, because I didn't want to be freaked out by looking at it, so I kept doing whatever I was doing, and I looked back up, it wasn't there. And then again, at some point in the dream, I looked up and I saw the door just up in the sky, or in heaven, or whatever. And so the door was open, and there was light coming out of it. And I was curious about the door, but then the dream fast forwards to where I meet somebody, and the person is pretty much, it's just a nice person. I don't remember if it's male or female, but anyway, I remember us being at a restaurant, and then it was just really weird because suddenly that person like tackled me against something, and there was a spring or wherever they're tackling me, and we hit the spring and we flew up, we sprung right up into the sky, and then they put me in the door. They just kind of put me in there, and then they shut the door on me, and behind the door it was just really pretty. It was kind of heavenly, like there was a really nice garden, and there was light green, really clean looking grass, and there were some flowers that looked like they were kind of dancing, and maybe some sparkles or something. It was just really pretty. And when they closed the door turned into like an eye. It's kind of hard to explain, but they shut the door and the door transformed into like the shape of an eye, but I don't remember there being a pupil, but it was kind of bluish, and it was just kind of looking over me. I felt like I was being watched over and protected, and I was just really happy in there, and I felt really calm and just at peace. And I remember when I was on the earth, I wasn't very happy, but when I was up in that room behind the door in the sky, or in heaven, which is what it pretty much felt like, I was really happy up there. And I kind of felt like I needed that because like my real life has been kind of strange. And so anyway, that made me think. When I woke up, I really was wondering at that dream, like, it's someone just like pushed me into a door in the sky. And then I remember a part in the Bible where I thought someone said, I looked and there was a door standing open in heaven. And so I was like, okay, about to look this up. And it took me to Revelation chapter 4, verse 1. And so I didn't remember this verse when I woke up from that dream, but then I decided to read it. And it says this. It says, after this I looked, and there before me was a door standing open in heaven. And the voice I first heard speaking to me like a trumpet said, come up here, and I will show you what must take place after this. And it just really excited me because that's definitely what happened. I saw a door standing open, and then like I got sprung up there. It says, come up here. And so that's pretty much what happened. It made me think of like how it would be in the rapture, where you just get snatched up by the angel or something, and then you just go in heaven. And I guess I was trying to figure out what that might mean, like if that might mean something for me, like maybe for those who are going to get raptured, you're going to go up there and you're going to, that's basically it. You're just going to be up there in heaven. I didn't see any wedding tables or anything, but I saw a really pretty garden, and it was just awesome. And yeah, that reminds me of another verse, but it's in Isaiah chapter 44, verse 4. Haha, there's 444 again. And I'm going to read what that says. This is very interesting considering how that happened, that I got up through the door. This is Isaiah chapter 44, verse 4, and it says, whoa, oh my goodness, I'm just seeing this. It says, they will spring up like grass in a meadow, like poplar trees by flowing streams. You guys, that's exactly what happened. I sprung up, and when I got put into that door, I mean, it wasn't like mean, but the person just kind of pushed me in there, and like gently just kind of pushed me in the door, and then they shut the door, and the door transformed into like an eye. And that's exactly where I was. I was like in sort of like a grassy place, like a meadow. And yeah, I just caught that. It says they will spring up like grass in a meadow, like poplar trees by flowing streams. Whoa. So yeah, that definitely happened to me yesterday. And what I noted about this verse, first of all, before I even had this dream, was the words, they will spring up. And that's associated with verse 44, with chapter 44, verse 4. There you go, 444, and the words in there say they will spring up. Again, that's another confirmation about like going up in the rapture. So yeah, that was really exciting. And I saw a door standing open in the sky, and then I got sprung up there by a person. They put me into a door, and they shut the door on me, and it was really awesome in there, and it was pretty. Yeah, and that's what I think it's probably talking about. We're going to get raptured, and then we're going to get just put in heaven, and it's going to be great. And that's my experience in my dream. And the other thing I want to talk about is this Google Plus thing that's going on with YouTube now. I think it started just yesterday. They don't even let us comment anymore unless we connect to this Google Plus, and I personally do not want the Google Plus. They have forced me on there multiple times, and I disconnected myself from it every time. And then they give you the option. They're like, why did you disconnect? And then they've got options, and one of them says, I don't want a Google Plus. I filled that in every single time, and they're still trying to force it on me. So apparently they're going to force it on us. I believe they're going to force it on every single one of us. And so I guess I'm just trying to figure out what to do about that. I may end up leaving YouTube. I don't know, but if I do leave YouTube, then I'm going to try to find another video website, and I'm going to link it in the description box in a video. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on that, but I just really do not like this Google Plus thing. It's just kind of crazy. So yeah, that's all I want to share with you guys. Be blessed. I love you. See you soon.